Day 3, one thing I did notice, I said the same exact thing in the past day 1 and day 2, so we're going to try to have a little bit different of a topic today. Just going to discuss a little bit about the challenge and what it is. As I'm doing it right now, try to limit the use of filler words, and just try to improve on my speaking, get a little bit more comfortable behind the camera. Even though there's nobody necessarily behind the camera, you feel the judgment or judgment's the best word I could use for it from whoever views this. So that's just something I'm working on. Just not really caring, what people think behind the camera. I feel I do some pretty interesting things, and I'm always trying to help people. So I feel if I can just reach a few people and help them in some way, and push them to become a better version of themselves, then I'm doing my part, and I'm okay with that. Today, though, 2 workouts, no lifts. Early AM, I did a swim. That's going to be the hardest of my disciplines coming out for this triathlon. It's just something with limited range of motion in my neck. I feel it's going to take me a little bit longer to do, but that's why I gave myself 6 months. And you figure 3 times a week for 6 months, you should be good at it. I should at least be able to stay afloat for the entirety of it. And then had a max 5K today on the treadmill, which I'm not a fan of. My legs were also feeling pretty heavy for legs that I did yesterday, but I ran, I think, like a 25. It was like an 8:30 pace, which isn't awful, but for a race day, I'd like to get it down to high 7-minute miles, 7:40, 7:50. So definitely some work to do, but like I said, this race is 6 months from now. I gave myself that ample amount of time for a reason, to get better, to just enjoy the process. Alright, lasted 2.5 minutes today, talking without blanking, so that was pretty good. I'm noticing a small improvement each time, but I think it's just going to, exactly like the race, it's just going to take time to improve on, and hopefully, I see increments of improvement in my speaking, in my communication, week by week.